Hello, it is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot. We are talking about this moon in Aquarius. This is March 6th through the 8th. And these moons in fixed signs are going to be hectic because we have just Aquarius still has Pluto, of course, and Mars and Venus. And so this is also a darkening moon because we will be heading for a new moon in Pisces. So you may be feeling lethargic, foggy, dehydrated. For sure, stay high, drink lots of water and whatnot. Get lots of rest if you're feeling like it. Remember, we're kind of in this, we're in Pisces season. So we are in this like dead of winter, although it doesn't feel that way. But we are in this pre-spring, where like the soil is preparing itself for the plants to, start growing like outside of the soil. And so you think of yourself as you're under the soil preparing to bloom, preparing to blossom. And so it's a really, take advantage if you're feeling, like you need to soothe yourself, comfort yourself, those sorts of things, like rest, hydrate, all of that, all those things are really important. We also need to remember to nurture ourselves throughout all of this because there is so much going on, not only with our own inner transformations, but just, the crazy in the world and whatnot. And speaking of that, we do have, so this moon will obviously make aspects to Pluto, Mars, Venus, and then it will square with Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. Also, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune on the 8th. And so, and we also have, like that wasn't enough, we also have Mars building in its square to Uranus. What I'm going to say about this is because this is a darkening balsamic moon in Aquarius, and Uranus and it is Aquarius, right? It rules Aquarius. Go slow, be very conscientious. Aquarius rules joints like wrists and ankles, and so falls, accidents, and also because people are, again, emotionally, not with it. Maybe they're a little bit in the brain fog or up in the, head in the clouds type of thing. That kind of, it's just all these things. With the Mercury Neptune conjunction, there could be some creative spark or creative, like you want to like take a daydream to, find some creative flow. This could also be media shenanigans because Neptune rules the media. There's a lot of different ways Mercury conjunct Neptune can go in Pisces. But with that Mars coming up on its square to Uranus, again, it's just take it slow, take it easy, be intentional, conscientious. If you, I always think like if you feel like you could like hop the curb on your bike, this would probably not be the good time to do that. Or like if you feel like you could, carefully walk across the ice, now would not be the good time to attempt that. But and that's kind of what I mean by accidents. I know of people who have broken stuff, broke their favorite teacup, or something broke, that meant a lot to them during Mars aspecting Uranus. And so this is one of those things. And it also could, of course, be surprises because Uranus and whatnot. So we have lots of movement, but it may not feel like it's movement simply because it's not like outward movement. It's more of like a mental processing movement, particularly with that Mercury Neptune situation building. So take it easy this week. Like I said, we're all moving through a lot of things, and especially within ourselves. As this Pisces season, chugs on, we're definitely feeling some stuff. But also I think like with an Aquarius situation, it's always about like it, often means rebellion, and whatnot. And so, don't be surprised if you feel like going against the grain and doing the damn thing that you've been putting off doing because you thought somebody would be mad at you. They're going to be mad at you anyway. They're going to find a reason to be mad at you, you know? I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's the case with me. Like, I can do what I want. I have gotten to the point where I do the things that I love simply because I tried to do the things that everybody wanted me to do, but I wasn't happy. They may have been, but I wasn't. So I just do stuff that makes me happy. Because why not? That's we ain't here for very long. We don't get a long amount of time. So years ago I did triathlons and I did judo, and I thought that was amazing just because why not? The opportunities was there to do it, and so I did it. So let's see what's up with the Star Trek Tarot. Oh, Page of Starships in reverse. This is Lal. This is the daughter Data created for himself. Yeah, this is Page of Starships in reverse, this Page of Cups in reverse in traditional tarot, and this is all about like not being emotionally curious. Like, maybe this actually speaks straight to what I just said, which is like you don't really care what people think of what you're gonna do. You got to do what makes you freaking happy, regardless of what potentially other people's reactions or responses to it. Like, so I was having a conversation with my bro, and he basically was like, nobody wants your opinion because you're too bitchy. I don't think I'm bitchy. I can be, but I don't think I'm bitchy. I am, however, very opinionated. And if I don't have an opinion about something, it's because I don't know the information. But if I have all the information, or at least enough information, I usually have an opinion. And I was telling my mom this after the fact, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather be me who has an opinion. You don't have to question where I stand on something. I may not give you my full opinion just because I don't like to, I don't like to hurt people necessarily. It depends on the person, I suppose. Some people I don't really care if my opinion hurts their feelings or not. But the point is I'd rather be me and have an opinion and stand on my opinion or stand with my opinion than to be a pushover who has no opinion or is too afraid to share their opinion because they're afraid of whatever the consequences might be. So anyway, if that makes me bitchy, well, that's a whole other. I can be bitchy, but for the most part, I'm actually not bitchy. Not as badly as I used to be anyway. I used to be a lot worse, believe it or not. That's why I'm always cautious about like not being too brash or harsh when I talk about stuff, because I don't want to be out here like critical, but I also want to be honest and real that some of these transits are as dark as they are light, or darker than they are light. And Mars being involved or Pluto being involved often brings darkness up. It is what it is. Let's see what's up with the Woodland. I'm actually enjoying this deck now. I'm really glad I got it. This is the sheep and the blackberry devotion. Oh, devotion, the sheep and the blackberry. Loyalty. Aquarius is nothing if not loyal. Like, I'll be loyal to you to the bitter end because I care about people and whatnot. So I think like this, but this, I feel like we're talking about a lot about like ourselves and inner work and whatnot. This is your devotion to yourself. And going back to this page of starships in reverse, like if your devotion is to something outside of you that is not in alignment or makes you feel like shit about the things that you love, and I think this is the dark side of Aquarius too, devotion. I always think of the dark side of Aquarius is to be a follower or sheeple, which is funny because in Chinese astrology, I'm the year of the sheep, which I think is hilarious because I'm certainly not a sheeple. But that's the dark side of Aquarius, is people who follow it, who follow the herd. So, but that is because Aquarius loves you to be unique in whatever capacity that is for you. Because that's how humanity thrives, is when everyone brings, if y'all ever watch Little House on the Prairie, okay, I'm divulging a little about myself, but there's an episode called Stone Soup. And Caroline tells a story to the kids at school, and it's all about like how this man's going around looking for food, and he ends up starting a pot of soup in the middle of the town, and everyone starts bringing onions and potatoes and et cetera, et cetera. My point is that if you've got onions and somebody else has, chicken, somebody else has potatoes, somebody else has carrots, like we all get to bring our own. Go watch that episode. The hell is that episode called? I don't even remember. Maybe it is called Stone Soup, actually. That doesn't sound right, but it could be. Anyway, I've been binging Little House on the Prairie lately. It's making me, I love that show. Pluto TV had the audacity to have it on 24/7. All right. What show do you guys get totally addicted to, no matter how many times you've seen it? What show is it? What show is it for you that no matter how many times you've seen it, you watch it from beginning to end and you are like not even mad about it? I have a few of them that because I don't watch really anything new. I watch mostly old stuff. I don't really get into anything new. I think they're poorly produced and there's no story. Just stupid. See what's up with these oils. Time, as in thyme, THYME, time. And this promotes forgiveness and offers release. Ooh. Excuse me. I know I talked about this in the Pisces new moon video. Pretty sure I talked about it in the Capricorn moon video about forgiveness, letting go, releasing, creating the space within yourself to move forward. And I strongly feel like that's what this Pisces season is about, is a lot of self-forgiveness, forgiving your past, forgiving the people who, forgiving your parents, forgiving your siblings, forgiving whatever it is. But forgiveness and release, letting that shit go so that you can create and build the life that you want. And I'm no exception. Like I said, I just had the discussion with my bro and it was like, dang, but I get to forgive him because I can't be where he's at emotionally. I can't be where he's at with his, whatever is going on with him and whatever he's projecting onto me. So it's okay. Like he is where he is. Right. So, I think that goes for anyone, right? Like we can hold on to something, hold the grudge, hold the anger and all of that, but we won't be able to rise up to where we want to go if we hold on to all of that gunk in our body or in our mind or whatever. So, and this page of starships in reverse, the sheep, it's all about like not worrying about the external stuff in the world, because you really want to focus on the things that you really want in this world. So anywho, enjoy this Aquarius moon. This might be a tough one, honestly. But like I said, be gentle and be compassionate for yourself and those around you. And I will talk to you on the next video.